Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and today I'm doing this small commercial job. It's a what do we call this? A community room or whatever for a townhouse complex. It's their common room or meeting room or whatever. I'm not sure exactly how old the carpet is, but as you can see, it's got some problems. And I just want to explain to you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it the way I am. This carpet was cleaned, I think she had told me about 6 months or so ago, and these stains, I can't remember whether they reappeared or they appeared after cleaning, but anyway, we've got an issue going on here, obviously. And I did actually do a little test there was one over here which I had tested when I came and looked at the carpet. And I recognize what I'm seeing here. Obviously there were some whatever stains here, and somebody came in here with a truck mount and they would have taken their pre-spray and just hosed into the carpet, which is the traditional standard way most guys with the truck mounts operate. It's like, okay, the dirtier the carpet, the wetter you get it. And the problem is not understanding the characteristics of different carpets and how they react to cleaning and staining, etc. So we'll start with that. This is a polypropylene. It's a commercial grade glue down, which actually creates a problem right away when you put a wand on it and try and suck the water out, because you put a wand on this carpet and all the suction in the world isn't going to help you, because it's going to vacuum lock and you'll end up with very little actual airflow through the carpet, because there's no underpad. And on top of that, the carpet is very, very thin, and it's a polypropylene. And one of the characteristics of polypropylene, there's two characteristics of polypropylene, which is also called olefin, that we need to understand. One is it will absorb virtually no water. It's basically like a plastic bag. It's actually yellow rope, that yellow rope that floats. Same material. So it repels water. It absorbs virtually no water, and then so when you put moisture on the carpet fiber, it will actually go right through the carpet very easily, very quickly, and carry what you're trying to clean deeper into the carpet. And of course, if you put a wand on it, you hit it with 300 to 500 pounds per square inch of pressure, you're going to drive that right off the carpet. I remember years back when I was doing truck mount cleaning, I remember doing carpets like this, and you'd be cleaning it, and it's like, oh man, the carpet just looks fantastic. And then the next day or so, customer calls you back and says, what's going wrong with my carpet? It looks terrible. You go back and it's all blotchy and streaky, and you can see the wand marks, etc., etc. And what happens, by the way, one of the things that occurs is when these carpets get cleaned, when they get wet, the moisture sits on the surface of the yarn and reflects the light more effectively than when it's dry, and so it looks cleaner than it actually is because of the coating of moisture. And then when it dries and then it wicks, of course, and it just looks more and more obvious that there's a problem. And the other thing is, olefin or polypropylene absorbs oil very readily. It's an oil-based yarn, and so it will absorb oil very readily. That looks like oil, doesn't it? It sure does. So now I did do a little bit of pre-treat on the area just over there on those spots, but I wanted to show you how I'm doing the pre-treat. Here's my trigger spare, my suspend is in here, and what you're going to see is I put a very light mist on here, and that's all I need. It does not take much. Remember, there's very little actual yarn here. It's like 1/8 of an inch or so thick, and now we'll go for this bit of a traffic area here, and I'm just putting a very light coating of the suspend pre-spray, which is a surfactant, which means it lowers surface tension. So the key, again, is to control where the water goes or where the soil goes, because you don't want to over wet the carpet. I've said before, I'll say it again, that water is your friend. You can't clean without it. And water is your enemy. If you put too much on, you lose control of where the dirt is. And that's the key to this method. This SETT method, soil extraction transfer technology, which is an ultra-low moisture process, is about controlling where the dirt goes so that you clean the fibers without washing the dirt into the backing. Steam cleaning is pressure washing. You put the wand on the carpet, you spray it. Usually the guys spray the carpet, they don't bother pre-vacuuming. By the way, I did already, pre-vacuum of course. But most steam cleaners will work is they'll come in here and they'll spray the carpet down. And of course, if there's any spots or stains, they'll hose this. They really soak it, really make sure they get lots of their cleaner in there without understanding the simple science, I guess you could say, of what's happening on your carpet. The answer isn't more water. The answer is to control the dirt. Okay, so I'm gonna do a pre-scrub, an application. I'm using a Oxy-Dry fibre pad. And of course, I'm using my 2-speed rotary today. Because I like to use it when I get a chance. This thing is acting weird here. The hose seems to be kinking up or something. Oh no, too low. Okay. Just get it to the right position. That feels about right. Now away we go. I'm too low still. Okay, now I'm just feathering the solution down. I can feel the pad moving easily on the carpet, and all I want to do is get it damp enough to clean it, to dissolve the soil and emulsify it. I'm not trying to, I guess the part of the way we have to rethink, particularly if you're a steam cleaner, you think in terms of flushing the carpet. With this process, that's not, you can't do that because you're not, you're not putting enough volume of water on anyway. But the key is to remove the soil, pull it up and out with the pads and with agitation. You can see how little I'm actually putting down there. And by the way, my valve is on full at the bottom of the machine, at the bottom of the tube there. Someone had asked me about that, but yes, the valve was always... I'm controlling the volume right here with my... by intermittently feeding the solution down, and of course it just goes down onto the pad, and whether it's a fiber pad or absorbent pad, the idea is just keep it slightly damp. Here I'm going over a stain. I'm not adding more solution there. I've already got enough there. I've already got the pre-treatment on there. That's all I need to do, because if I over-wetted it, what will happen is I'll dissolve some of that stain and it'll run into the backing, and then it'll wick back up. Now it might wick anyway, because if this is an oil stain, which it likely is, it might reappear. That's the characteristic of this particular type of fiber. I will give them a 30-day warranty though. But oil staining on this type of carpet can be difficult to remove successfully so that it doesn't reappear. So and actually, other than oil, most stains do come out of this type of carpet rather easily. Gonna go over these stains a little bit. You can see this is working very well. You can see my left hand is basically I'm almost like dribbling the solution down onto the carpet. Alright, we'll go over here. Actually, you can probably see the tube there if you watch the bubbles there. You can see when I'm feeding down a little bit. move this chair. I will be moving the couch as well, but I won't put the fiber pad on underneath there. It's actually, I already moved it and vacuumed in there and put it back. It's actually pretty clean there, so I'll only be running the extraction pad there anyway. Okay, I'll move this couch forward, and then we'll get underneath where it was sitting. Now, you know, this carpet is looking really good, and this is basically, I'm actually encapsulating this carpet right now. This is an encapsulating cleaner I'm using. And so, you know, if I was using a Cymex, this would be the complete step. The Cymex is actually Cymex is actually a rotary with 3 cleaning heads on it. Whereas this is a single disc, Cymex has 3. But a lot of, and you could, I suppose I could just, you know, scrub it in like I'm doing right now and call it a day, but I'm not going to do that. That's not the way I clean. I'm not a fan of scrub and run, as it were, you know, and leave the customer to do the post vacuuming after the fact, and that's when your soil is removed. I'm going to be putting the pad on it and extracting it, so, because I think that's the proper thing to do. I very, very rarely would just encapsulate a carpet. I have done it a couple of times, but very rarely. I just don't like it. This carpet is cleaning well. It is really quite worn. I think this is about a 20-year-old carpet, actually. But I guess it isn't actually used all that much. That's kind of weird. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see how much I got in here. Oh, I still got plenty. I only had about a gallon or so in there. Don't need to use much. This little electric heater is on, actually, and then in the other room the air conditioner is on. cold air coming out of one and hot air coming out of the other. Okay. Okay, we're done with the pre-scrub and application step, so I will do the extraction step as a separate video. So anyway, thank you for watching and have a good day.